You are not lazy. You are not weak. Burnout is not a personal failure. It is a 2 million-year-old survival system misfiring in a world it was never built for. Consider the humble zebra. A lion chases it. The zebra runs. If it escapes, the zebra goes back to grazing. Minutes later, its stress response is fully switched off. That zebra does not get an ulcer. But you do. Why? Because your brain can turn on the exact same stress response by thinking about a mortgage, or an email, or a conversation that hasn't happened yet. The zebra faces a real lion. You face an imaginary one, and your body cannot tell the difference. At first, this sounds like a modern problem, but the real cause is ancient. It begins with a small almond-shaped structure deep inside your skull, the amygdala. This is your brain's threat detector. It scans for danger every second, even while you sleep. When it sees a threat, a rustle in the grass, a shadow, a suspicious silence, it triggers a cascade of hormones. Adrenaline, cortisol. Your heart pounds. Your muscles tense. Your digestion stops. You are ready to fight or flee. For your ancestors on the African savanna, this system saved lives. The danger was short, sharp, and then gone. A lion leaps. You run. You survive. The threat ends. The body returns to calm. But modern life never gives the threat-ended signal. The inbox never empties. The notifications never stop. The news never sleeps. So your ancient alarm system stays on. Days become weeks. Weeks become months. The result is burnout. Hans Selye, a Hungarian scientist, first described this in the 1930s. He called it the general adaptation syndrome. When stress becomes chronic, the body passes through 3 stages: alarm, resistance, and exhaustion. The alarm stage is the lion. The resistance stage is your body trying to cope, staying on high alert. The exhaustion stage is burnout. Selye showed that prolonged stress damages organs, weakens immunity, and eventually breaks the body down. He was studying rats. The same applies to you. But here is the twist most people miss. Burnout is not caused by working too many hours. It is caused by your ancient brain perceiving that effort no longer leads to safety. In the Stone Age, effort and reward were directly linked. Hunt hard, get meat. Gather well, get food. Build shelter, get safety. Your brain learned that hard work leads to survival. So it rewarded effort with good feelings and restored energy. Modern work breaks this link. You can work 12 hours a day, send 100 emails, and still get no promotion. You can give everything to a project and have it canceled. You can do everything right and still lose your job. Your Stone Age brain interprets this as a survival failure. I'm working hard, but I'm not safe. Something is wrong. Work harder. So it keeps pumping cortisol, keeps you on edge, never lets you rest. Psychologist Christina Maslach identified 3 components of burnout: emotional exhaustion, cynicism, and reduced personal efficacy. In Stone Age terms, exhaustion means your body has run out of fight or flight fuel. Cynicism means your brain has decided the tribe is no longer worth helping. Reduced efficacy means your brain believes your actions no longer matter. That is a survival shutdown. So burnout is not weakness. It is an ancient system hijacked by a world it wasn't designed for. Let's go deeper. Your brain has a second system, the parasympathetic nervous system. This is the rest and digest branch. It lowers heart rate, reduces cortisol, and calms the amygdala. In the Stone Age, it switched on automatically after danger passed. You escaped the lion. You sat by the fire. Your body returned to balance. Modern life gives your brain no clear signal that danger has passed. There is no campfire moment, no safe cave, no end to the threat. So your body stays in a low-grade fight or flight state. Always a little tense, always tired. That is the Stone Age instinct that causes burnout. There is more. Your brain also has an energy accounting system called the anterior cingulate cortex, or ACC. It constantly compares effort spent to reward received. In the Stone Age, the math was simple. Spend energy hunting, get food. Spend energy building, get shelter. Spend energy helping the tribe, get safety. The ACC kept a running tally. Modern life has broken this math. You spend enormous energy on work that doesn't pay off. You spend emotional energy on relationships that don't return it. You spend mental energy on social media that gives nothing back. Your ACC sees the effort, but no reward. So it signals your brain to reduce effort. That is the exhaustion of burnout. It is not laziness. It is an ancient energy-saving mechanism. A study by Maslach and Michael Leiter found that burnout is strongly linked to a mismatch between effort and reward, not just money, but recognition, autonomy, and fairness. When the ACC detects a mismatch, it sends a message: stop wasting energy. Survival is at risk. That is why you feel empty. That is why small tasks feel impossible. Now the darkest part. Your Stone Age brain doesn't just reduce effort. It changes your personality. It makes you cynical, detached, and hostile. Why? Because in the Stone Age, if you were part of a tribe that wasn't pulling its weight, or if you were being exploited, the best survival strategy was to withdraw. Stop sharing. Stop helping. Conserve energy. Wait for conditions to improve. So burnout is not a personal failure. It is a survival strategy misfiring. The human brain evolved over 2 million years on the African savanna. It was shaped by scarcity. Food was rare. Danger was constant. Social bonds were life or death. The stress system was tuned to short bursts of high-intensity threat followed by long periods of calm. That is the zebra's pattern. That is the baboon's pattern. That is the pattern your brain still expects. But modern life is the opposite. It is long periods of low-grade stress with no clear peak and no clear end. It is not a lion. It is 1,000 paper cuts. And your ancient nervous system does not know how to handle that. Robert Sapolsky, who studied baboons in Kenya for decades, put it this way: humans are the only species that can get stressed about things that haven't happened yet and things that happened years ago. That is the unique gift of imagination. But it is also the source of burnout. You can lie in bed at 2 a.m. thinking about a meeting tomorrow. Your body reacts as if the meeting is happening right now. Cortisol spikes. Heart races. Sleep is disrupted. And because sleep is when your brain clears toxins and resets the stress system, poor sleep makes everything worse. The next day, you are more reactive, more exhausted, more burned out. It is a vicious cycle. Here is the part most people miss. Your brain has a social threat system too. The dorsal anterior cingulate cortex, or DCC, processes social pain. Studies by Naomi Eisenberger and Matthew Lieberman found that social rejection activates the same brain regions as physical pain. In the Stone Age, being excluded from the tribe was a death sentence. So your brain wired social rejection to feel like physical danger. Modern work is full of social threats. Being ignored in a meeting, being left off an email, getting a critical performance review, feeling undervalued. Each one feels like a spear to the chest. Your brain literally cannot tell the difference. So when you are burned out, part of you is in physical pain, and you are told to just push through. But your Stone Age brain is screaming that you are being exiled from the tribe. That is terrifying. The solution is not what you think. It is not about doing less. It is about giving your ancient brain the signals it needs to feel safe. It needs clear endings. It needs social connection. It needs predictability. It needs moments of rest that feel like escaping the lion. Your ancestors sat around the fire. They ate together. They told stories. Their parasympathetic nervous system activated. Their cortisol dropped. They slept. That was their recovery. You need the same. Not a productivity hack. Not a meditation app. Real, embodied signals of safety. Close your laptop at a certain time and don't open it again. Eat dinner away from your phone. Talk to a friend face to face. Walk outside and let your eyes scan the horizon, telling your ancient brain there is no predator nearby. These small acts send a message to your nervous system. The danger has passed. You are safe. You can rest. But you cannot do it alone. Your Stone Age brain needs tribe. It needs connection. It needs to see other humans calm and safe. That is called co-regulation. When you sit with a calm friend, your nervous system syncs with theirs. Your heart rate slows. Your cortisol drops. Your brain gets the signal: I am not alone. I am part of the group. I am safe. Modern life isolates you. You work alone in a cubicle. You eat lunch at your desk. You scroll social media instead of talking. Your brain is starving for co-regulation. And that starvation makes burnout worse. A study by Julianne Holt-Lundstad found that social isolation is as harmful to health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. That is not about loneliness. That is about your Stone Age brain losing its survival network. So the fix is not just about work. It is about belonging. Now go back to the opening. You are not lazy. You are not weak. Burnout is not a personal failure. It is an ancient survival system that saved your ancestors, but is now destroying you. Your brain is trying to keep you alive in a world that no longer matches its wiring. So the next time you feel exhausted, remember, you are not broken. You are a Stone Age brain in a high-speed world. The cure is not more effort. It is more safety, more rest, more tribe. Close the laptop. Put down the phone. Find your fire. And let your ancient brain finally exhale. The lion is not in the grass. It is in your pocket, and you can put it down. If this changed how you see your exhaustion, hit like. Subscribe for more hidden truths about human evolution and psychology. Turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one.